So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Plenty looking forward to seeing this, a capacity crowd here.
Well, under normal circumstances, this is a massive matchup, and I'm not totally in agreement with the view that friendlies tend to take the edge away. In my experience, if the opposition go at it full tilt, then you have to reciprocate. We'd like to see excitement and be entertained, but if it does go down the serious route, there'll still be lots to enjoy.
We're underway. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, he's a little bit unorthodox, Peter, but I really like Brennan Johnson playing either up front or as a traditional winger. And his strength is that excellent turn of pace, of course, that gets him ahead of his marker. He can then either get a shot away or drive in those low balls across goal. But he's proven he can do this effectively even against teams who sit that bit deeper, so he can be a really potent weapon.
Okay, interesting. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
João Palhinha. Johnson. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. João Palhinha. And it's Sarr. And there's the shot!
Sarr just can't be faulted for taking on the opportunity. That sort of distance is usually up his street.
It's been a pretty frantic start. A lot of front foot pressing. Van der Ven. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Murphy. Vicario. Long ball by the goalkeeper. Solanke.
Really are pushing their fullbacks forward now.
Aiming to do what?
Well, it's a case of engaging your opponents further up the pitch to take the sting out of opposition attacks. It's effectively a wide press.
And that's nice and simple for the keeper. Hall. Quality ball. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And the finish! Pedro Porro goes short. Great defending, strong and determined. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Gordon. Can he deliver? Gordon stood his ground strongly. Van der Ven tries to clear. You get a throw in. Well, that's surely a foul, free kick. Paul does really well to win the ball there. Gordon. Real chance! Good strike, quite an alarm. Van der Ven. Still goalless at the moment. Pedro Porro, lobbed in behind. Willock is onto it in a flash. Oh, nicely intercepted. João Palhinha. Van der Ven. Sarr. The pass has gone astray.
Good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Johnson. Cross goes in there. And he's managed to beat absolutely everyone. Willock driven forward. Hall. It's an inviting looking ball that. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Brennan Johnson. Out to the right. Up he goes! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Doggy. Van der Ven. Van der Ven shifted upfield, and it's Porro. And here's Johnson. That has found him in acres of space. Joelinton gets it clear. João Palhinha. That has been knocked clear, and that'll be the last act of the first half. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there, we've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. Here we go again then.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
With Solanke!
Solanke really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. Van der Ven, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Livramento. Oh, a delicate chip through. And he's there to clear it. So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. And it's Guimaraes. Murphy. A header! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Palinha tries to clear. Joelinton. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Bruno Guimaraes. Gordon. Done delicately. Bentancur, that's really well manoeuvred. Tell, well read, and the danger is averted. Now, what about a counter-attack?
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Odobert. Murphy. Looking to break at pace. That is a brilliant interception.
Really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Sarr. Joelinton. Romero. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. Deflected behind for a corner kick. So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Odobert. And it's Porro. And here's Solanke, goes for a shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
Solanke clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
So there's going to be another change here. Here's Sarr. Davis. Oh, they can break here. Livramento. Needs a bit of penetration to go with all this possession. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Palhinha. Aim forwards. Now it's Solanke. Kudus. Played out towards the right wing. Played into the middle.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end there.
Palhinha gently down. And here's Solanke. This might spell danger. Odober!
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Yeah, he's fouled him there. Livramento. Willock forwards and with intent.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Danger averted for now.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again. Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
And it's Kudus. And he welcomes it in. Palhinha. Nice-looking ball.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Time added on will be 2 minutes. Moved on forwards.
There's only one word for this. It's baffling. That team needs to figure out where the ball needs to be, and it's not there.
He's shifting through the gears here. He's having a shot! Oh, yes, it's there! And that's got to be it! That has got to be it! Oh, high-quality goal. Lovely first touch, sumptuous second. So the first goal of the game. And the referee brings it to a close. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning. Thrilling, nail-biting, perhaps frustrating until the very end, but we do have a winner.
Well, this looked like it had a draw written all over it, Peter, so credit where it's due. They found a way to win it, and they can take great satisfaction from never losing that focus.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.